Hello again, everyone. Hello, drivers, professional drivers, Uber, Lyft drivers, or driving enthusiast. So, how do you save on maintenance on your car? I can tell you this is what I do. There's a big family of dealerships that owns a whole bunch of dealerships. Around here, it's called the Healy family. And they own 2 GMs, 2 Fords. They own a Hyundai, a Mitsubishi, a Jeep. I mean, you name it, they own it. Now, what they do is they sell their maintenance packages in books. Books of 4, books of 6, books of 10. Now, for the 6,000 mile service I just got done in my mobile office here, that requires an oil and filter change, a tire rotation, multi-point service check, fuel additive services, and whatever else comes with it, and a car wash, free car wash. Now, they usually charge $160 for something like that. It's every 6,000 miles. Regular oil, no synthetic or semi-synthetic. But if you buy in books of 4, you save 33%. You buy a books of 6, you save 42%. And if you buy a book of 10, you save 47%. So, I just bought a book of 10 for $728. You divide that by 10, that's $72.90. Each, if you go individually, each service is $160. That's a savings of pretty much 50% right there. Now, I'm not including the sales tax. So, they raised the price about $20 of their single service from $139 to $159. But the books remain the same. So, why not buy the book? So, now my mobile office is all set for the next 6,000 miles. I just had a, well, I like to call it mildly detailed. I had a wash the outside, give it a good spray wax, which lasts about 2 weeks. They cleaned all the inside windows, which is the most important thing for me because you don't want film on your windows when you're driving. The dashboard is all clean and shiny. My front's all clean and shiny. Rugs are thoroughly vacuumed. Seats are thoroughly vacuumed. And if you want to maintain a 5-star rating or get clients, keeping your car cleaned and maintained is the most important thing. Now, for you people that says, well, you know what, I'd rather just go to Valvoline and all that stuff. Okay, cool. I'm not a big fan of fast food oil change places. I'm not. They're not mechanics or lube techs. I'm not diminishing the job they do, but in this case, I have a 2014 Ford Focus. Why would I want anyone working on my car who doesn't deal with Fords all the time? And I feel the same way about my Jeep, my Honda, my Toyota. If I'm going to take my car to get serviced, I want a man who works on Fords about at least 90% of the time. They know the ins and outs. Now, for those local mechanics you trust, hey, listen, they're a jack of many trades. If you got a real good old-time mechanic who's learned as he went and is real good at what he does, hey, that may work. But finding one that does is very hard. It depends where you are. But if you say, well, dealerships rip you off all the time. Well, here's the thing about that. If you go to the same dealership all the time, it's very hard for them to rip you off. Because if you go by the scheduled maintenance, I always do this. That's on the other side. If you go by the scheduled maintenance, like I do every 6,000 miles, and they do all the work for you, it's going to be harder for them to rip you off. Because if something else comes across and say, well, you need this done. Wait a minute. I just had that done 10,000 miles ago. Can you make sure? And if it does that part come with a warranty? It should come with a warranty. So if you do have an issue with your car for that reason, that is a reason why you take your cars to the same place. Listen, as far as they charge you more for the labor rate. Listen, I look at plenty of places around here, and yeah, the dealerships do charge a little more, but it's not that much more. Even for stuff like minus and Mavis, you look at the hourly labor rate, it's really no different than a dealership, at least in my area here in upstate New York. I don't know about your area. I'm just going to say for my area. But I know my dealer has all the tools they need to get the job done. I've gone to places like Mavis where they tell me I don't have the tool to replace the rear struts. It's a special tool. I'm like, it's a 2001 Jeep Wrangler. It's one of the easiest cars to work on. And that's another time when my eyes just popped open. You can't change the rear shock on a Jeep Wrangler? You got issues, dude. Like I said, there's certain places that are good for certain things. Mavis, tires, inspections, simple oil changes. Minus, simple stuff like that. I'm very careful about those places. But as my mobile office is not good for those 6,000 miles, I can tell you this Ford Focus, my 2014 Ford Focus, is performing very well. I now have had over 30,000 miles, and I've only had the car 11 months. And by the time I hit the 1 year mark on May 1st, and there was a lot of times last year I didn't drive because, one, you first get a new car, you got to make sure everything's good. So for the month of May, I didn't do a lot of driving. There were a lot of issues that had to get done, taken care of. Nothing major, just a whole bunch of small things. Of course, getting it registered, getting approved by Uber and all that stuff. It takes time, inspection. And of course, in the summertime, I don't drive a lot because I want to enjoy the summer. But I could have easily had about 50, 60,000 miles in this car this year. I bought it with 122, and now it has 152. And considering the amount of miles I plan on driving in April, because the weather is not really good yet. It's getting there, but by the time Memorial Day runs around, I'll slow it down. But I'm going to have about 40,000 miles for the year when this car is done. And that's only not driving full-time, a lot of people do. So keeping your car maintained and cleaned is really important. Finding a cheap way to do it is just as important, because you want your overhead to be high. I mean, this is a business. For all you Uber people out there that think you're an employee, please get out of the business, because you're going to suck at it. Same thing with the Lyft drivers. You're going to suck at it. Delivery people, you're going to suck at it. You're acting like an employee where they need to do this and this. You're running your business. This is your car. You're the driver. All they do is supply you with rides. Consider Uber like an agent. That's exactly what they are, for the most part. Otherwise, you're responsible for everything. But yeah, if you're going to think about buying a 2012 to 2018 Ford Focus, I will only recommend the 2-liter gas direct injection engine with a stick shift. Do not get a dual clutch transmission, automatic transmission. It'll be the worst thing you ever did. And don't buy any engine that says Eagle Boost on it from Ford, because it won't last. So if you're looking for a car like this, that's the only way I can recommend it. 2-liter direct injection with a stick shift. Anything else, it may be the worst decision you made. And it's a shame, because the car is beautiful. I love the lines. I love the European styling behind it. But like most European-inspired cars, they're generally junk. So that's how I save it. Money. And you may say, well, listen, they want you to go there because they do find something wrong, they'll fix it. Good. If it's there already, you want it fixed, right? I mean, do you want to go to a lube place and and have it break down. If they see something, you can take care of it right away before it gets worse and you spend thousands and thousands more dollars. If you go to a dealership like mine, chances are they'll give you a shuttle ride home, or they'll give you a loaner car. So let me know how you keep your car maintained, what strategy you use to maintain your car. My mobile office is cleaned, it is maintained. We're good for the next 6,000 miles. The next major detail will be right before summer starts. I will have everything shampooed. The seats, the cloth seats, the rugs. I do that twice a year. And I do a minor detailing twice a year. Major details are summer and fall. Minor details are spring and winter. Comments down below. Let me know what you think. We'll talk to you later.